Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Knights of the Turntable first impression review for Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's This Unruly Mess I Have Made. I honestly didn't think we were going to end up reviewing this, but because when I was thinking this, Downtown was like the only song out, so I didn't think we were ever going to touch this. But with me, I got my boy Joe Ho.
Yo, what's up?
We got a light cast, but we got plenty to say. But yeah, when Downtown was the single, I was like, yeah, we probably won't even come around to this joint. But then White Privilege came out, and I was like, maybe it'll be worth the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But then that Chance track dropped.
The Chance, dog. Like,
yeah. If y'all didn't know, there's a song on there called Need to Know featuring Chance. And pretty much anything Chance has touched in the last year and a half, he elevated.
He said, I put the indie in Windy City, Black Father, White Liar, standing next to Yeezy like Mike Myers. Like, bro!
Yo, Chance went off once again. The man stole Kanye's album. He stole the show on Kanye's album.
And then stole Macklemore's 2 weeks later.
Two of the biggest names in hip-hop right now. Whether you like it or not, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Chance just stole the show on both of their projects. But before we even get to that, we're going to discuss our general thoughts on the album itself. We're going to talk about what we like, what are standouts, what we did not like, and then we'll let you know if we recommend it or not. So, general thoughts, Joe. You go ahead and start us off, sir.
I am shocked how much I actually like this album. Like, and that's not me being like, oh, Macklemore sucks. That's me being that I am overcritical of white rappers to begin with. I feel like white rappers have more to prove in hip hop. I feel like you know, we're not brought up in that culture. We have to like learn the culture, so we have to prove ourselves even more within hip hop. So I think it shocked me a little bit, like on Light Tunnels. Like I was like, all right, let me listen to the intro. So I played Light Tunnels. And I was like, yo, he is going off right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't like recognize it. I didn't recognize it until it's probably like the 3 or 4 minute mark, because it's like a 6-minute intro.
Mm-hmm.
And at like the 3-4 minute mark, I'm kind of like, oh shit, this is getting better. And then like 4 minutes comes along, I was like, damn.
Yeah, it actually didn't click for me what he was talking about until halfway through the song, because I'm just sitting there and I'm like, yo, he's just going in. I'm like, yo, this is dope. And then like he was painting a picture. And it started to come together, and I was like, yo, he's talking about the Grammys right before he won. And, like, he talked about before the Grammys, getting there, preparing for it, sitting there, all of that. And it was dope. It was dope how he painted that picture. But go ahead.
I think another one that really, I mean, obviously the Chance verse, like, I don't remember anything off of that song besides Chance's verse. Like, he absolutely mopped Macklemore. And that's not saying Macklemore didn't have a bad verse. I need to go back and listen to it again. But Chance, like, that is the one thing I remember was just Chance just fucking going off.
Yeah.
Let's see. For some reason on Spotify you can't listen to the Growing Up song with Ed Sheeran, which I found out today.
My roommate told me about that.
Yeah. Actually, I found out today too, because I was posting about it for work. Adele was supposed to be on that hook, and she turned it down. So Ed Sheeran was the backup for that.
Well, I'm definitely. Well, did you find a way to listen to it?
I've heard it before. Like, I heard it when it first dropped and stuff. I mean, it's an okay song. I just don't. I don't dig it. The Dance Off song actually surprised me. I was like, Idris Elba is like, but I saw Anderson .Paak on it. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll give it a spin.
Yes.
And so yeah, like, I mean, I like more songs than I actually thought that I would like. And of course, White Privilege 2 is just, if you don't listen to any song on the album, I mean, it has a Chance feature, it has an Anderson .Paak, YG's on here, KRS-One, Melly Mel, all of them, they're all on here. if you only listen to it for the features, make sure you listen to the White Privilege record too, because it is a very, very phenomenal record.
Yeah, and I went into this same way as you. Like, not to take anything away from Macklemore, we've had conversations about him on Nights at the Turntable before. In the Heist, I didn't hate it. You know, it was some pretty dope songs on there, but it took me. I couldn't get over Macklemore's rhyming style. It was very, very strange.
It's very old school. It's very KRS-One-ish, which makes sense that he's on this album.
Yes, but even then, I feel like he improved significantly on this album. And to kind of illustrate how I feel about the project.
Wow, you went and bought it. No
went and bought it, bro.
Fucking way.
Yeah, I went and spent that money.
You better than me. I'll just hit up my record rep and be like, hey, let me get a download.
Don't worry. See, I ain't got that privilege. Well, I kind of got that privilege elsewhere, but not legal means. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got it. Which, side note, I like physical copies of things.
Yeah, I do too.
I like to buy vinyls, and I like to buy CDs of albums that I enjoy. The streaming services are cool, but I feel like that's more of a previewing system for me. You know what I'm saying? And the ability to go back to old things I may not own. With new releases, I listen to a new release on stream, and then if I like it enough, I'm going to go buy the physical copy. Yeah. And one of the things you don't get with a digital copy, like they give you digital copies of the booklet and stuff, but like having the physical thing to like
I mean, it doesn't compare.
Yeah, and like, and there's some pretty cool stuff in here. Like he has his baby in here and his baby mom's in this joint. It's just cool, and you don't get that feeling. You know what I'm saying, with other stuff. But back to the album. Obviously, I enjoyed it. It surprised the hell out of me too. From Light Tunnels painting the picture, and I've sat there. I've listened to Light Tunnels multiple times, and with the situation that went through, because like a lot of the issue that I had with Macklemore stemmed from what happened there
at the Grammys, right?
Right, what happened with Kendrick and everything. And it wasn't even the music problems, the problems that people had with him. I enjoyed his music for the most part, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was worried about how he would follow it up. And I'm like, man, he's talking about the situation. I was waiting until the end, like, you know, is he going to say something about that particular thing? But he didn't. And his perspective was very interesting on it. Because he was like, this is such a ridiculous production that they're putting together in shape, you know, covering up awards when it's actually like a business that they're doing and everything. And he was like, it was a complete shit show, but you as an artist, you're like, I need to make sure I get back to this. You know what I'm saying? Like even beyond all of those ridiculous things said about it. So that was interesting. And the rest of the music, okay, Downtown, I still don't know what to think about that track, but it's just like
fake ass Freddie Mercury ruins it every time. Every time. I'm just like, bro, like, no, quit it.
That was annoying as hell. But like the song itself is very reminiscent of Thrift Shop. And I enjoy Thrift Shop. It's just, yeah, you're right. Fake Freddie Mercury ruined it. And all right, so the album, it has the moments where it's like some pretty interesting subject matter.
But then it has its moments like Downtown where it's like, oh shit, this is pop rap. This is the radio stuff.
Yes, and the thing about it was I didn't hate all of it. Just like you said, Dance Off, surprise, goofy ass song, and it was dope. Brad Pitt's cousin. I was like, what the?
That song is fire.
That song is dope as hell. And I was like, I mean, it is just like, it's just pointless. It's fun. He's just having fun with the song, but like Ryan Lewis like broke his foot off through this whole thing.
He is a talented producer who is not going to get his due because his name is A, attached to Macklemore, and B, he doesn't produce for other people.
Nope. And it's crazy because there are so many different styles that he was able to replicate on this album.
Yeah. And
I was like trying to, when I was looking through this for like production credits and shit, I'm like, he had no help. It was all him.
It's all him. It's all him. Like when you go to a Macklemore, I've been to 2 Macklemore shows through my job. And you know, when you go to them, it's just them like on stage, and it's just, you know, it's them rocking out, and they talk about how they've been doing it together since like '08, and it's just been them. So
he's gonna be getting some phone calls after this.
I think so.
Because like maybe not because like the Brad Pitt's Cousin production was dope, but maybe not even for that. But Buckshot, which is the song featuring Primo and KRS-One, like that's the production on that blew my mind. Like it was already surprising that he was doing a track with Preem and KRS-One.
Yeah,
it's not that surprising because he's talked about his love for older people in the hip hop game and stuff. But the fact that Ryan Lewis was able to put together such a hard-hitting beat with the old school style to it,
yeah,
and have Preem with his scratches over it, and dog, this shit was so dope. Like the Chance feature is great, but overall, I really like Buckshot a lot. And if when you listen to the song, they're talking about the graffiti culture too, which is really dope to have them talk about that. But yeah, the Ed Sheeran track "Growing Up," it's cool. Ed Sheeran, I think he did really well. I can see Adele fitting there, but I think I would have actually preferred Ed Sheeran how it came out. Kevin St. Ides, those are good tracks. Need to Know, Chance smashed it, like just destroyed it. Just like Ultralight Beam, he killed it, and I cannot wait for his third mixtape. Like it's gonna be nuts. And Dance Off was just a lot of fun. Let's Eat was hilarious.
Yeah, I need to spin it again, but what I heard of it, I liked it. About the only song I didn't really like was Bolo Tie, but I don't know if it's because like I don't care for YG's music or he just didn't like it didn't sound right with him on there.
I get what you're saying. It's not a song that I'm gonna play a lot.
Yeah.
But when you listen to YG's verse, he said some real shit.
Yeah.
Talking about how he's perceived as an artist, what people expect from him, and how he exploits that while doing what he does. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm still probably not going to listen to one of his albums. but hey, man, I respect the grind. I understand what you're doing.
That's brazy, man. That's brazy.
Yeah. It is crazy that Macklemore, has a YG feature.
Yeah, like... That's the thing. The features on here is what shocks me the most. He has Anderson .Paak on here, and YG, and Chance the Rapper, and then you have shit like Melly Mel, and Grandmaster Flash, and KRS, and it's like a smorgasbord of fucking hip-hop.
Yep, it is. It's crazy. The only song which song? What was it? I think it may be Kevin. I don't know. The one featuring...
Leon Bridges is Kevin.
That one.
Yeah.
It was cool, but I'm not going to go back to that one. That was like my least favorite track on the album. Like I listened to it, and I like Leon Bridges, so I was expecting it to be better, but it was just like it wasn't very memorable. I was like, I'll pass on this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's crazy. I listened to this Macklemore album, and there weren't songs like even that one I won't come back to. There weren't songs on here. I was like, yo, this is garbage. Like I enjoyed this album. Yeah, like we're at the dislike point of this discussion, and I that's the only one.
There's really not much for me. There's like I need to obviously growing up I'm not a big fan of it. I don't it just doesn't hit me. And the YG feature doesn't really do much for me, but other than that, I mean, there's not too much I don't care for, which shocks me so much. Like, are we becoming Macklemore?
I'm not gonna call myself that. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. But that's 13 tracks, and you only dislike 2 of them. Perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
that's why when I listened to it a couple times, I was like, I was already going to Best Buy to pick up something. I went straight to the little section over there and I picked it up. And you know what's great? I would have a Kanye CD too, but
I mean, he's never gonna sell the album. It's never gonna be on Apple Music. He's probably not even done with the real album. This is probably just a fake album to hold us over.
Yeah, because apparently he's dropping one in the summertime. So, but final statements. Do you recommend it?
I do. I recommend you give it at least one listen, at least one. And if you're not a fan, nitpick the tracks that you like and listen to those.
Yep, you just heard it here first, guys. Joe Hova endorsed a Macklemore album.
Can't believe it. I never thought that I would be like enjoy his music that much. Even after like he had a Schoolboy Q verse on the Heist.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, oh yeah, I like his singles just because I play him for work.
Yep. Now what's kind of a sucky thing. You say I'm a dick for thinking about it, but Heist won hip hop album of the year.
Mm-hmm.
This album is, in my opinion, much better than Heist.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm going with this.
You think he's gonna win overall album of the year at the Grammys?
I don't know if he'll do that. We still got a lot of a year left. But what happens if Macklemore wins hip hop album of the year again?
Dude, we're just gonna watch fucking Twitter turn into Sodom and Gomorrah. Like be looking back and people be turning into ashes and shit.
It's gonna be bad, and that sucks because it's a good album. But man, we gonna see. It's gonna be interesting.
We need to come back to this at the end of the year.
Oh, we will. We most certainly will. If anything, we're gonna have to come back to it because we're gonna be talking about that Chance verse is one of the best verses of the year. So we're gonna be talking about that for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I co-sign the endorsement. Give it a listen. Hate him, love him. Don't like the situation he was in. Listen to the music.
Yeah.
None of us like Kanye as a person right now, but we listen to that fucking album. So you can listen to Macklemore despite all the stuff that's happened. Just give it a listen. Go off of that. Have an informed opinion. And that be that. Hit us in the comment section. Let us know what you think about it. If you're not going to listen to it, hit us in the comment section and tell us why not. You know what I'm saying? So let us know your favorite tracks you didn't like. What you think about the potential upcoming Grammy situation, and what you thought of the previous one as well. But this has been Joe and myself, and we will see y'all next time. Peace out.